generally completely changed our life in terms of not just the products, but how we do life.
It's been an incredible learning curve, probably the best apprenticeship I've done in my life.
It's wonderful to be a part of a company that's so ethical and so mission driven and trying to make a positive difference in the world.
For me, it's really inspiring. We're just at that time in the global situation where organics is coming to its fore, and for me, I feel impassioned and inspired by the vision that we have to reach more people, make a difference in their life and in their health.
The beautiful thing about Miessence, there's no in-your-face selling.
It's about education, heightening people's awareness, things that people had no idea about. Suddenly they sort of say, gosh, where did you learn that? I say, oh, from Miessence. And they sort of say, oh, I want to know more about the company. It's easy.
Miessence offers a solution, really. It's a health solution for people. It's a lifestyle solution. And there are so many people that need that.
At the same time, they are certified to the highest standard that you can possibly certify products. And that's food standard, not just cosmetic standard.
When you are working with a product that attracts the good in society, you're pretty damn confident that you're doing the right thing.
There's so many easy ways within Miessence you can make a difference, personally, to your own health, but as a business by sharing it.
It gives you freedom. I love freedom. And you get to use the best products in the world and the best health products, and it brings you an income. What more can you ask for?
We certainly are a mission-orientated enterprise, and the best way I can distinguish between what I call a mission and a conventional enterprise is actually using the word service. As you know, service is a big word in business, but ultimately it's there for what purpose? It's there to serve the bottom line, the profit. And distinguishing from that, the difference really with an enterprise, from my perspective anyways, an enterprise, yes, will make a profit, no margin, no mission, as someone once told me, but it's there to offer service. So I think you can understand the difference. You know, you can offer service to make a profit, or you can actually go, start an enterprise, create a profit so you can offer true service to society. It's not just about the revenue. This is about well-being. That's the real word that should be for all commerce, actually. How do I create well-being in the world? So that's what we stand for at Miessence, is about how do we deliver products and services that create well-being, not just the income, both together.
It's almost like it's visionary. What makes it so good is the people who began to create it. Narelle, Alf and Colin obviously got together and were inspired through what they saw in the market that was not assisting people to have a healthy, nurturing life.
Reading the amount of chemicals that we're pumping into where we live, our planet, is just going up. It's just increasing so fast. As a species, we are poisoning ourselves.
I guess when I first started out, I had this assumption that if it's on the shelf, then surely it must be okay for us. You know, our government wouldn't let anything nasty go on the shelf, or corporations wouldn't. And it made me realise just how far we've travelled in those 5-6 years. That's where I was when I started out, but we've learnt so much.
Well, it's about pesticides. I read the book Silent Spring by Rachel Carson, nearly 30 years ago now, and that book actually was the launch of the modern day environment, the modern day organic movement, so it's quite a classic. And it describes the toxic effects of pesticides. And so it's really quite a brilliant document because it actually changed my life significantly then. And it describes a situation that happened at a place called Clear Lake, which is about 150 kilometres north of San Francisco, where a local fisherman complained about a gnat, a relative mosquito. They basically didn't like doing this while they were fishing. So the local authorities sprayed dichlorodiphenyl dichloroethane, or DDD, an organic chlorine chemical like the infamous DDT most people know about, in order to get rid of the gnat. Well, what happened, now we know, after 2 consecutive sprayings, is numerous birds were found dead in the area. And they sprayed it at a very diluted amount. That is, for every 50 million kilograms weight of water, only 1 kilogram of DDD was used. So it was very diluted, and according to the science of the time, that was enough to kill the gnat but harm nothing else. Well, why did the birds die? Well, this phenomenon we now call biomagnification, or multiple toxicity up the food chain, is what took place. It was the plankton from the original spraying. From the plankton in the lake were found to have 250 times greater concentration of DDD in their bodies. The vegetarian fish, the herbivores that lived on plankton, increased again. And when the carnivorous fish that lived on those vegetarian fish were investigated, they found 125,000 times higher concentration of DDD than the original spraying. So why did the birds die? They eat fish. This is what we call biomagnification, or multiple toxicity through the food chain. And you and I are actually at the top of most food chains. Now, if you were to eat an apple that's not organic, or put something on your body that's not organic, you're not going to feel nauseous or faint. But the truth is, there is a significant effect. Depending on your immune system and your ability to metabolize those toxins and eliminate them, it may only be 10, 20, it could be 30 or 40 years before there's an effect. But there is an effect. Now, this enterprise only started as a mission orientation. It was actually determined, let's make a difference. So let's create products that actually replace. I call myself being on a replacement mission, replacing what currently exists with something more pure.
It's not as if changing the balance is a luxury, or maybe we should do it. It's vital. So I'd much be rather engaged with a company that's doing something proactively about it than being a passive bystander who's going to get steamrolled by the chemical monoliths around the planet.
When we started, there was no one out in the world there was a lot of claims about natural, there was so-called natural products, but natural has no distinct definition. What is natural? I mean, really, coal's natural, comes out of your ground, oil's natural, but would you want to put a petroleum product on your body? Not so sure. Natural has no real guideline in that sense worldwide. Organics does.
When I started organic farming, there weren't many organic farmers around. So it's great to see the growth of the industry, and it can only grow more and more and more.
From an enterprise perspective, organics has a significant potential for growth. Over the last 10 years, organic worldwide average has been growing roughly 22% per annum compound. It's now reached roughly 2% of all agriculture, not much.
It really is just the early days in organics becoming mainstream. It's only actually the last few years that you've got organic sections in Coles and Woolworths. You have lots of products claiming to be organic, not because they are, but because they recognise that is going to help their sales. So even other companies are recognising the interest, the awareness of organics, and people recognising that it's an important thing. So the opportunity for reps in being part of an organic business is to be there during that growth, these early days of more and more people buying organics and wanting to know about organics, and being there to be able to provide those products, being able to provide that information.
My inspiration for creating the products was learning about the amazing ingredients available from Mother Nature, and earnestly wanting to create products that were absolutely the purest, the best, the most potent, the freshest products that they could possibly be, to actually have a benefit for those that use it.
I do use a lot of the products. I don't use them all. I don't use the hair care, deodorant, wouldn't leave home without it.
I love the naturalness of them. I mean, they are as pure can be. The health products, I absolutely adore them.
I enjoy the shaving gel, of course the toothpaste. The aftershave I get compliments on.
After people have tried the samples, or I've sometimes given a facial and they've actually felt the product on them, and they glow, or they've had the health drinks and they go, oh, this tastes lovely, and they make a smoothie, and so really in a way it's just actually them ingesting in some way the products that makes them feel, wow, these are really lovely.
They love it. They love us. They love it. They love us for having introduced them to it. And what we often find is people buy 1 or 2 products. It might be in their life and it might be one of the skincare. And then they say, well, what else have you got? And then they look on our website and they go, wow, like I could do this, I could do this. And so it's like they've walked into Aladdin's cave full of all these goodies, and they're all organic, certified organic, and they can't believe their eyes.
Because they're made with love. They're made with the best intention, and they're made from the purest, most potent, most amazing variant of every ingredient that we can possibly find.
The ingredients have been really thoroughly researched. Some of those ingredients have been used for many, many, many centuries in certain cultures. It's looking all over the world for the best that Mother Nature has to offer for each particular product that we've developed.
To create the world's first certified organic was quite an achievement, and we're very proud of that. So we wanted to go beyond what was conventional, what was understood possible at the given time. In fact, we talked to many chemists in the very, very beginning who said that wasn't possible. You just can't use a preserver product without a synthetic chemical. But we believe differently.
In terms of sourcing the highest quality ingredients, the fact that they're certified organic to start with, fair trade, you know, supporting communities and livelihoods, doing something wonderful and beautiful and great. But I think it's that quality control, the quality assurance, and the fact that they are cold formulated and preserved without synthetics, without parabens, without highly carcinogenic, toxic ingredients, which is pretty much standard.
So nothing is killed, nothing is heated and fried or bleached or ruined with synthetics. It is bringing all these active living ingredients, the best Mother Nature has to offer from all over the world, and mixing them together in a way that we keep that integrity of that ingredient.
Our products are a positive, beneficial cycle for the planet, for the ecosystem, for the people, every person who's involved in our supply chain, to our customers, to the environment when it's rinsed off your body and goes back. It's a positive cycle, whereas conventional products, it's all negative. There's all harm involved. So that's what I love about us.
About a month ago, Diva was in the bath, and we put the shampoo in the bath and just create a bubble bath. And I was just sitting there with her, and then she asked me, "Daddy, what do bubbles taste like?" And my initial response was, "Don't eat bubbles." And but then I thought, hang on a second, these are certified organic food grade standards, so
eat them.
Let's find out together, you know. So we
Have
both started eating bubbles, and yeah, no, they don't taste quite as good as they look, but it was great to be able to, you know, go through that exercise.
What really impresses me is I think it's the only company I've ever heard of that actually makes their products fresh every month. Although they can last for 2 years, but of course the potency is coming in this wonderful freshness.
Well, before we started, there was no certified standards for skincare, as an example. There's no such thing. They were created after we launched our product, because people started saying, hey, we need to create a standard for this. So we created that standard.
We started Miessence because we were looking for a business. Like, we wanted something that we wanted to be able to raise our children and raise them and be a part of their lives.
Basically what it's given us is independence and autonomy, so that we have the ability to choose whatever works for our family, ourselves as individuals and as a couple. As our needs grow and change, the business is flexible and adaptable enough to be able to help us continue to meet those needs, and that's been a wonderful thing.
Miessence has been really great for me. It came at the right time for me when I was looking for more flexibility,
For me, it's really the flexibility. I can work on the business any time of the day that I want, nighttime, early morning. I can do as many hours as I want to. It fits in around my other commitments, my lifestyle commitments, my family commitments, my other work commitments. So I don't have a specific amount that I have to work. I don't have specific targets. It's really up to me. So it's the flexibility that makes it so easy to run.
Miessence is different from typical network marketing businesses because there's no pressure, and we require you to fall in love with the products first. I mean, that's the fundamental. The people who succeed in our business use the products and love the products and just have no qualms about sharing them because they are the best products on the planet.
We had been in other network marketing companies and we'd been disappointed, burnt out, products or management or whatever, and we had sworn we'd never do it again. Been there, got the t-shirt, don't need the t-shirt anymore. I guess we have more of an educational approach to our business. So we're not about convincing people or twisting people's arms or doing any kind of process to coerce people. That's really would go against the grain of the people in our organisation. And it's more about, well, here's what's going on in the world, here's what's happening in terms of chemicals coming into our world. If you want an alternative to that, have a look at this.
I don't think of Miessence really as a selling business. For me, it's never really been about sales. I've never really had to sell that much.
It's about education, heightening people's awareness, things that people had no idea about. Suddenly they sort of say, gosh, where did you learn that? I say, oh, from Miessence. And they sort of say, oh, I want to know more about the company. It's easy.
I think a lot of people have a perception that network marketing is really about get wealthy quick and a bit of hype and craziness, getting in on the ground floor in a business, and then it's not about the product, it's just about the money you can make out of it. What makes Miessence a little bit different is that we've got the best bits of networking, which is word of mouth, and a compensation plan that financially rewards people that help build the business. But we are incredibly mission oriented about the information and the change that we are a part of, being leaders and innovators in the industry with our products. So we're very product oriented. And it is really the network and direct sales side of the business has come about because we have created these awesome products and we have this information that we think is really important to get out, and we've looked at what is the best business model to do that. And that's where the direct sales and network marketing has come into it, as opposed to wanting to start up a network business and you just find low or very high margin products that everyone can create heaps of money. Okay, that can work, but what has driven us is having the products and the substance there first, and then looking at the best model for expanding that.
When we started, we had no idea of business. We had no idea, did we?
That's good for yourself. I owned businesses in the past.
Well, we knew maybe a little bit of business, but we did know a lot when we started. And that phrase of, it's your business, but you're never by yourself. It's your own business, but there's always a group of people around you. And we had so much support, didn't we? We had so much support. So we kind of were like going, this is our business and we have to be responsible for our business. But we were never on our own. Like, we were able to get on conference calls and speak to people if we got stuck or there was a barrier, or just find out how to do the next step in your business. So whilst it was our business, we were never on our own. There was always someone backing us up, which was great.
The great thing about having a Miessence business is as your business grows, you grow and you develop personally, professionally, financially, and we provide the tools and the structure and everything that you could possibly need to create a successful business is at your fingertips.
It's amazing. I mean, I'm not really a business person by choice, but with this, you merely make an order at in your own leisure, and then in a day or two, it is there on your doorstep. And it's as simple as that. You don't have to handle goods for anybody, you don't have to bring in orders for other people, you don't have to reship out. Everything is taken care of.
Their staff embrace you like you're part of their family, and that's gold.
Yeah, what comes with the business is a state-of-the-art online back-end website. It's like it's like an office you have online. So with that, you're able to see how your business is tracking and see where you need to put your focus.
The customer just needs to visit your Miessence website, make their purchase. Head office ships direct to the customer. You don't have to do anything. So for me, what's exciting is when I get up in the morning and turn on my computer and I'll say, emails from head office saying, oh, you've got a new, or more than one, you have a new preferred customer. And that happened when I was sleeping. That just was automatic.
In marketing, they talk about the 4 or 5 P's: product, placement, promotion, whatever they are. But our P's are people, people, people. It really is about working together with people. And we have, in my experience, a wonderful relationship where we can create and do create things together. So supporting each other in that manner. We didn't create this business on our own. There's 3 stories to start with, but now it's turned into thousands of people's stories about how they can earn a living from something they love to do.
The big plus about having a Miessence business is interacting with the quality of people that we attract to our company.
It seems like the whole company is a friend, whether you're just talking to someone in the office, or whether it's a director, or whether it's somebody you've just met who has just come into the business. There seems to be this wonderful camaraderie and looking after each other and helping each other. And it's the most exciting sort of form of, well, there's a huge passion.
Well, our company's grown to be a real worldwide community, an organic family, organic community. And that's the other very special, unique part about a Miessence business or being a member, is that we have connection to people all around the world of a like-minded nature.
We're all on the same path. We want to create a better planet for our offspring. That's what's so special about our people.
I find the company totally ethical, and it's a company of integrity, and we are led by the passion of the directors at the top, who still have a wonderful personal touch to us all, and that beautiful personal feeling comes through. But their driven passion to change the world in their different ways is a thing that comes over and that drives me to feel the same.
So the internet has given us reach into the world that we've never had before. In a sense, if we're like a lighthouse, you don't have to run around doing a whole bunch of different things. You just have to know who you are, know what you've got, and shine that idea into the world. And the internet basically gives us the opportunity for those people to be drawn to us.
With so many people being touched by ill health and looking for products, the internet is a forum where ideas travel. They travel fast, they travel effectively, and they are valued based on integrity and communities of like-minded people. And that allows Miessence to really be a presence within those communities and to be able to grow in a very organic and dynamic way online.
When customers come to me, they've already really surfed the internet looking for other products. They've looked at reviews for Miessence, they've looked at ratings on the Environmental Working Group website and other similar websites. So when they come to me, they already know so much about either the ingredients they're researching or the products they're looking for. So it's very easy to then kind of sell to them.
I think once you've gone organic and once you've used the products, there's nowhere else to go.
So Miessence is really geared up. It's based in nature. It's got the organics, but it's really geared up to distribute that information and the products in a very high-tech way.
The opportunity for reps in being part of an organic business is to be there during that growth, these early days of more and more people buying organics and wanting to know about organics, and being there to be able to provide those products, being able to provide that information. And through our business model, you can get good bonuses by introducing people directly into the business. And then as that business grows beneath you, around you, the whole principle behind our bonus system is you're getting small amounts of money off many, many sales. And that growing income becomes part of your longer term income. So it means that people can get an additional income into their home, and if they take this on more seriously and consistently, they can replace their income and create a good income out of it. It's a business of integrity. It's got awesome products. We've been around for 10 years, so we're solid. Our service and delivery is excellent. So in every aspect of the business, we deliver on what we claim to have, and we are what we claim to be. So it's really just a matter of recognising that there is a growing need in the world and a growing market for products of integrity that are good for the environment and good for people. And that we can't put up with the same accumulating problems that we've been putting up with in the past. It's time for a change, and this business is in line with that change as well. So it's a good time and a great solid company that can deliver at that time.
So if you like our story, if you like our products, it's really, really simple. You get back to the person that told you about Miessence and you say, what do I do next? Where do I sign? How do I buy my products? How can I get to taste these yummy things? Where do I go from here? The person that spoke to you about this, they'll tell you exactly what to do.
If you like what you've seen so far, I think you should just try it out. It's low cost and no risk. The worst case scenario is that you're going to have a bunch of wonderful organic products at 30 to 40% discount.
You know, if you don't like the products, you can return them. Like we have a return policy. Like if you start a business these days, you can start anywhere from $5,000, $10,000, $500,000, depending on what you want to spend. So you can start for less than $400.
There is no side effect apart from improving your own health and well-being.
The truth of it is there's really no risk, but make sure you do it for the right reasons.
If this connects with you, connect with us. If it doesn't connect with you, hey, no big deal, no dramas. Bless you on your way as well.
Contributing to less chemicals in the environment. We're contributing to a growth in organic farming. We're contributing to better health in people. So we can feel in full integrity about what we're doing and uplifted and feel like we're on a mission.
That you can wake up in the morning and you can start your day by brushing your teeth, washing your hair, putting on some moisturiser, and you can go right through your day to when you go to bed, brushing your teeth again with all products from Miessence that are so good for you, so healthy for you, that you're doing no harm to your body and that you're doing no harm to the environment.
The whole sustainability side of it is that, you know, all of our electricity and power is offset with wind power. All of the carbon footprint from the product leaving the door to getting to the door of our customers and reps all over the world is offset. So we have beautiful forests with over 22 species that are growing and being planted to offset all of that. So in addition to that, we've got all sorts of processes in place that make our business practices in the office, in our production areas, far more environmentally friendly and sustainable. And we have a third-party certifier who audits us, and we've had gold certification for a few years now and are one of the innovators and leaders in that area. So it's another aspect to the business which, which is part of our integrity, part of our passion, part of our mission, is being an example of all those values and ethics in our day-to-day business practices as well.
Whereas this company's about honesty, integrity. They honour the farmers. I mean, without our farmers, we don't have access to clean food or clean products. So to support an industry that needs our help as consumers, it's just kind of a win-win, win-win-win.
I love it that there is no cruelty to animals, and it's a very humane, compassionate path to go organic.
And the fact that, what we bring to the world gives value beyond just the products themselves.
So there's so many different areas where we're providing the solution to problems, but also being part of a change.
When I look at what I want to be part of, an ethical company is really important to me.
We were the first company in Australia to become what's called carbon neutral. We're now the first company in Australia to become carbon negative. What does that mean? Well, firstly, carbon neutral means that we plant enough trees to offset our carbon emissions worldwide when we export our products. Carbon negative means we now plant more trees. Now this is actually, we didn't do it as part of, hey, let's do this because everybody else is doing it. We were the first company to do this. This is part of our promise that we will always remain the first in any given field in organics to lead the way in that sense.
The great thing about Miessence is it's completely transparent. So you can, doesn't matter how deeply you dig, you won't come up against any unexpected surprises with an ingredient, with the company, with the philosophy, with the intention of the company, of the directors, of all the reps is true and sincere, very authentic.
We welcome in-depth research into who we are, because we haven't been amazing at telling everything about who we are.